Yo! So, I stumbled across this game and wow! You can actually team up heroes and villains from across the Marvel Universe. Like, I've got some absolutely ridiculous combos going on right now, and I'm loving the whole RPG vibe, leveling up my squad and making my dream team. Big shout out to Marvel Strike Force for supporting this video. Seriously, this game's been my new little obsession. If you haven't tried it yet, it's a totally free-to-play RPG on mobile. And here's the best part. For all the new players jumping in, I've got a promo code for you. It's MSF4, all caps. I'll pop it up on screen for you. Use that and boom, you get the entire Fantastic Four for free. Yep, Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, and The Thing, all yours right from the start. Plus, a bunch of extra goodies and a brand new login calendar that basically lets you rocket through those early stages. All right, enough talking. There's a lot to show you in Marvel Strike Force, so let's get into it. All right. First up, one of my favorite modes in Marvel Strike Force has to be the campaign mode. Right from the start, you can dive straight in, start unlocking characters, and really get a feel for that RPG vibe. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. Now, here's something I really like. Marvel Strike Force lets you play however you want. You can go full hands-on and control every move, or you can just chill and let the game do its thing. Personally, I recommend turning on the X2 speed so you can get through battles faster and play even more. You'll see your moves pop up at the bottom right corner of the screen. If you're in the mood to play actively, go ahead and pick your own attacks and strategize your way through the fight. But if your team's already stacked and you just want to relax and farm some wins, hit that auto button and let the game handle it. Your squad will fight on its own, clear the mission, and you can just sit back with a snack. Man, I've got to say, I'm a sucker for those little cutscenes in between battles. They're so well done, and it really shows how much the team behind Marvel Strike Force cares about the characters, their abilities, and the animations. It just makes the whole gameplay experience feel way more alive. And the visuals? Yeah, they're that good. Crisp, clean, and packed with detail. All right, so first battle's wrapped up, and here's something I've got to mention. Marvel Strike Force is all about collecting characters. It's really at its core a collection-based game, and I love that. You get to unlock all these insane characters, mix and match them, and build that dream team you've always had in your head. Heroes, villains, wild combinations. If you can imagine it, you can probably make it happen in this game. And the crazy part? There are literally hundreds of characters you can collect. You can level them up, gear them out, and turn them into absolute powerhouses. The goal? Build the strongest squad people could ever imagine. The kind of team that makes your opponents just shake their heads like, yeah, I'm done. All right, let's run one more campaign mission before we check out some of the other game modes. Gotta keep the momentum going. As you play through, you'll also be collecting copies of your favorite Marvel characters. Once you get enough, you can go ahead and recruit them, upgrade them, and slot them right into your team. And the best part? This is totally free. Just play, grind, and you've got a real shot at unlocking the exact characters you want. All right? Now that we've had some fun in campaign mode, let's dive a little deeper into Marvel Strike Force and check out another game mode I really like, and that's Blitz. This one's a whole different vibe, so let's jump in. Blitz is where things get competitive. It's your team versus another team, a straight-up battle to see who's really stronger. If you've built a squad and you're wondering, okay, how tough are these guys really? Blitz is where you put them to the test. The rewards here are sweet too, often character-specific rewards, depending on the current event. It's a great way to not only push your team's limits, but also scout other characters in the game. See who's tanky, who hits like a truck, and who might be worth adding to your roster. You can play it fully hands-on if you want to strategize every move, or if your team's an absolute unit, just throw it on auto and watch them handle business. Either way, Blitz is all about testing your squad in a competitive setting, and yeah, it's seriously fun. One more thing about Blitz. This isn't your average campaign fight. Here, the battles get tougher the more you play. Sure, it might start out easy, especially if you've already got some strong characters thanks to that promo code, but trust me, it ramps up. The cool part is, you can keep grabbing more characters, upgrading them, and pushing your team to see just how far they can go. If you're looking for a real challenge, Blitz is where you'll find it. And there's a bonus. You can actually check out the abilities and animations of the opponent's team. If you're lucky enough to face a squad with characters you haven't unlocked yet, it's the perfect way to see them in action before you add them to your own roster. So yeah, Blitz isn't just competitive. It's also an awesome way to explore the game and test your team and maybe even discover your next favorite character. And speaking of competitive modes, you can actually take things to the next level by creating your own alliance or joining one. I've got my own alliance going, so hey, if you want to roll with me, you know where to find it. Alliances let you team up with other players and go head-to-head against rival groups in weekly alliance wars, raids, and more. And honestly, one of my personal favorite modes in the entire game is raids. Raids are a full-on team effort, multiple players fighting together to clear a huge map of enemies. The difficulty? Oh yeah, it can get brutal. But that's the fun part. It's where you get to show off your strategy, flex your best characters, and prove you've got that mastermind brain for battle. Now picture this. You and your friends, or even a crew of players from around the world, teaming up to smash through raids, dominate alliance wars, and scoop up some serious rewards. The best part? You're not just tapping buttons. You're actually talking, planning, and building strategies together for those weekly wars. And here's where things get really fun: synergy and team composition. In Marvel Strike Force, the right mix of characters can totally change the game. Certain heroes and villains give each other insane boosts, especially if they're from the same faction, like stacking up the Avengers or rolling deep with the X-Men. That extra layer of synergy takes the strategy to a whole new level. It's all about building a balanced squad where everyone's strengths feed into each other, making the whole team way stronger. Master that, and you're not just playing Marvel Strike Force, you're playing it like a tactician, unlocking the game's full potential. All right, let's talk about one of the most intense and strategic modes in Marvel Strike Force, the Cosmic Crucible. This is basically where alliances go head-to-head in a massive multi-room showdown. Think of it as an epic Marvel house party. But instead of snacks, you're bringing your best characters to throw down. Here's how it works. The Crucible has multiple rooms, and each one comes with its own special bonuses for both attacking and defending. That means you can't just throw in your strongest team and call it a day. You've got to think about which characters get those juicy buffs, and which setups will make your opponent's life miserable. You get to attack rooms, defend rooms, and every win, or solid defense, racks up points for your alliance. The more points, the better your shot at victory. This mode is pure strategy. You're looking at your roster, figuring out team compositions, weighing character abilities, and playing that what-if game to make sure you've got the perfect setup for each room. And when your alliance pulls off a well-coordinated win, oh, that's chef's kiss. So if you're the type who loves strategy, teamwork, and flexing your Marvel roster in the most tactical way possible, Cosmic Crucible is going to be your jam. All right, my honest take on the game. If you're into RPG-style games and you're a Marvel fan, this is 100% your jam. The roster is massive, and it's not just the big-name heroes and villains everyone knows. You'll discover so many Marvel characters that you might have never even heard of before. And the best part? You don't just read about them. You actually own them, upgrade them, and throw them into your squad. Mix, match, and create some absolutely ridiculous combinations that can straight up nuke any player who dares to step in your way. Trust me, building that ultimate, unstoppable team is insanely satisfying. One of the things that keeps me hooked on Marvel Strike Force is just how many characters there are to choose from. We're talking hundreds of heroes and villains already in the game, which means you can build an absolutely ridiculous number of different teams. The possibilities? Pretty much endless. You could spend weeks experimenting with combos and still find new strategies to try. And it doesn't stop there. The dev team keeps things fresh with new characters and events dropping every single month. So there's always something new to grind for, a new meta to explore, and a new reason to tweak your lineup. That's honestly one of the things I love most about the game. It never feels stale. You've got so much variety here, with designs inspired straight from the comics, TV shows, and even the movies. One of my personal favorites? Thor's look from Infinity War. That battle-worn, storm-bringing powerhouse version. And it's not just Thor. There are multiple versions of Ghost Rider, each looking more badass than the last. What's really cool is that you can collect all these characters and costumes while also discovering a ton of Marvel heroes and villains you might have never heard of before. Trust me, there are so many hidden gems in the Marvel universe, and once you get your hands on them in this game, you're going to want to level them up and make them part of your dream team. Alright, so yeah, Marvel Strike Force has pretty much taken over my phone at this point. Between the campaign, Blitz, raids, and building all these crazy character combos, there's just always something to do. If you're into RPGs, if you're into Marvel, or if you just want a game that keeps things fresh every single month with new characters and events, this is one you've got to try. And don't forget, if you're brand new, use that promo code MSF4, all caps, I'll pop it on screen again, to get the full Fantastic Four for free, plus extra goodies to get you started strong. Big thanks to Marvel Strike Force for supporting this video. I've been having a blast playing it, and I think you will too. I'll drop the link down below so you can download it and start building your own dream team. Alright, I'm gonna go grind a few more battles. I'll see you in the next one.